Hi, I'm Sharon Wayne. I'm on the faculty of the Community Music Center Guitar Department. I specialize in teaching classical guitar, and today I'm going to be teaching you about using a variety of tone colors on the guitar. In this video, we're going to assume that you're already playing with nails and developing a nice consistent tone. So we're starting with a good nail shape, a polished playing surface, and a nice solid right hand position. With all that in place, if we start with our hand positioned just over the back of the sound hole and play with a nice deliberate free stroke, we have our basic natural tone. And we can fatten that up if we need a little more punch just by switching to a rest stroke. Now let's talk about how and why we might want to create a broader palette of colors for our guitar. The famous 20th century Spanish guitarist Andres Segovia famously described the guitar as a miniature orchestra. What did he mean by that? Well, first, the guitar, unlike single-line instruments, is capable of playing polyphonic music, or multiple voices at the same time. So we can play counterpoint, or we can play a melody with chords and bass accompanying it. But also, we have the ability to coax a wide variety of timbres or tone colors out of our instrument. We can emulate the ringing sound of a harp, or the brassy bite of a trumpet, or we can sing like a cello. When we bring in more colors and combine them with other expressive tools like dynamics and rubato, we begin to create a more vivid and artistic realization. So we have our natural, free stroke, and rest stroke. Where can we go from there? The first step, as we open up our tubes of paint, is to play at different places along the length of the string. These are our primary colors. If we start in the middle, we have our sort of nice rich red. But we can get a bright yellow as we move toward the bridge and play ponticello. And if we need a deeper, rich blue, we can move toward the fretboard and play tasto. All along the length of the string, we can get subtle gradations of these colors. We can decide how we want to use them to help convey the emotions of a piece. So let's say you have something that's very introspective, like the beginning of the second Brauer etude. We can start by playing very tasto, the dark, introverted sound. We can also use color changes to vary a section of a piece that repeats. So for example, in this Milan Pavan, we might want to play it like an echo the second time, so we can move back and play ponticello. Or we could go the opposite direction and play very sweetly at the sound hole. If we want to create a mood of mystery, we can play clarinetto. And we do this by playing at the midpoint of the string, or the 12th fret. That's a little different from tasto. Listen. What this does is it cuts out a lot of the upper partials that give the guitar its characteristic timbre, and it sounds a bit like a clarinet. If we want to fret a note, let's say at the 3rd fret, I'll have to go 12 frets above that and play at the 15th. Sometimes moving our whole arm to change colors isn't practical in a piece. So we can change colors in other ways as well, while staying in the same place along the string. I can change my angle of attack and change the timbre. So by rotating. So just by rotating my wrist, I can go from bright to very dark in the same spot. We often need to make the melody fuller than the accompaniment. So we can do this by playing rest stroke on just the melody note. There are plenty of other tools we can use to vary the voice of the guitar. We can play pizzicato by muting at the bridge. We can use vibrato to add expression. We can use a faster vibrato, or a slower, or none at all. Once you start exploring, you'll find that there are infinite tonal shadings at your disposal, and they're yours to use, so start experimenting with adding different colors to your pieces, and have fun. Thank you for checking out my lesson. To learn more about studying guitar and becoming a student at Community Music Center, follow the links in the video. I hope to see you there.